Hello and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended a meeting of eminent economists and sectoral experts at Niti Aayog in New Delhi on Tuesday. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was also present in the meeting. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will visit the US from the 24th till the 29th of December. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will meet the US officials to discuss bilateral, regional and global issues. He will also chair a conference of the Consuls General of India in the US. 24th December is being observed as the National Consumer Day across India. The theme of this year's edition is Virtual Hearing and Digital Access to Consumer Justice. In India, the Consumer Protection Act 1986 grants every citizen the right to protect their interest and take remedial steps against any kind of exploitation by sellers, traders and big brands. On this day, Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Prasar Joshi shared a video message reaffirming the government's commitment to ensuring consumer rights and highlighting initiatives like the Consumer Protection Act 2019. Veteran director and screenwriter Shyam Benegal passed away at the age of 90 on Monday. He was the recipient of several awards including Dada Saheb Phalke Award, National Film Awards, Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan for his outstanding contribution to the field of arts during a career spanning around 6 decades. President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi condoled the death of the late filmmaker and praised his storytelling. The leaders expressed condolences to the members of his family and his countless admirers. Last rites of the filmmaker were held in Mumbai on Tuesday and was attended by eminent personalities from the field of cinema. Home Minister Amit Shah chaired a review meeting on the implementation of these three new criminal laws with the National Crime Records Bureau in New Delhi on Tuesday. The minister asked NCRB to facilitate complete implementation of these laws in every state and union territory. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath attended the Atal Yuva Mahakumbh organized in Lucknow on Tuesday ahead of the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Remembering Vajpayee, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that people across the world are familiar with Atal Bihari Vajpayee's persona. At the event, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said that this Yuva Kumbh refreshed his memories of the former Prime Minister. On the occasion of 100th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of Ken-Betwa River Linking National Project, country's first interlinking of rivers project under National Perspective Plan. Home Minister Amit Shah will inaugurate 10,000 newly formed multi-purpose primary agricultural credit societies, dairy and fisheries cooperative societies on Wednesday. The Ministry of Home Affairs has constituted an unlawful activities tribunal for the purpose of adjudicating whether or not there is sufficient cause for declaring Ulfa as unlawful association. In a joint search operation, security forces recovered 25 weapons, ammunition and warlike stores from both hill and valley regions in India's Manipur on Tuesday. Delhi police has sped up the process to identify illegal Bangladeshi immigrants by means of door-to-door verification, scrutiny of documents and interrogations. So far, the police has identified over 1,000 suspected Bangladeshi immigrants residing in the national capital without legal documents. South Indian actor Allu Arjun appeared before the Chikapalli police in Hyderabad on Tuesday in connection with the Sandhya Theatre stampede incident. The actor has been given an interim bail for 4 weeks from the court. As a signatory to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, India is committed to meeting the target of ending tubercle losses by 2025, 5 years ahead of the SDG deadline of 2030. Nordstrom will be acquired by its founding family and Mexican retailer Liverpool for nearly $4 billion in an all-cash deal, leaving public markets after 54 years as the business attempts to tackle slowing demand. Professor at New York's Fashion Institute of Technology, Mary Epner, said this is an exciting opportunity and a great time for them to go private. FPB Capital Partners President Mike Musio said higher input costs and supply chain snags following the COVID-19 pandemic have also pressured the company. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite ended higher on Monday as gains by many of the Magnificent Seven tech stocks pushed benchmarks up on a holiday-thinned trading day. Mega-cap stocks outsized influence on markets. Meta Platforms, Nvidia and Tesla all closed higher, with Google partner Alphabet also in positive territory. Britain's gross-domestic product registered no growth in the third quarter of 2024, revised down from the first estimate increase of 0.1%, according to official data released. According to Britain's Office for National Statistics, from July to September, the services sector output saw no growth, while a 0.7% increase in construction was offset by a 0.4% fall in production. A strike at Starbucks' US stores will expand to over 300 stores, with more than 5,000 workers expected to walk off the job before the 5-day work stoppage ends later on Christmas Eve, the Workers' Union confirmed. Starbucks Workers United, representing employees at 525 stores nationwide, said more than 60 US stores across 12 major cities, including New York, Los Angeles, Boston and Seattle, were shut on Monday. Oil prices rose on Tuesday, reversing the prior session's losses, buoyed by a slightly positive market outlook for the short term, despite thin trade ahead of the Christmas holiday. US President-elect Donald Trump is planning to pull Washington out of the World Health Organization on day one of his second administration. A trial for the man accused of a second assassination attempt to President-elect Donald Trump was delayed until next year by a federal judge in Florida on Monday. Lawyers for the suspect, Ryan Routh, sought a delay of the scheduled 10th February trial date, citing the large volume of evidence in the case. The US military announced on Monday that it carried out an airstrike in Syria, killing 2 Islamic State operatives and injuring another. According to US Central Command, the operatives were transporting a truckload of weapons in Syria's Deir az-Zor province when the airstrike was conducted. Israel successfully intercepted a missile launched from Yemen early on Tuesday. Sirens were heard in several areas in central Israel following the launch of a projectile from Yemen. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has publicly acknowledged the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran in the month of July. Warning Houthi, Katz also said that Israeli troops would also decapitate the leadership of Houthi rebels. In the ongoing hostage talks with Hamas, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated on Monday that a certain progress had been achieved, but he did not specify how long it would take to see the results. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has criticized world leaders for doing almost nothing to counteract Russia's military cooperation with North Korea, which is sending troops and equipment to help Moscow. A Russian delegation met Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian in Tehran on Monday as the two countries prepare to sign a comprehensive cooperation agreement. At least 12 people were killed and 3 others injured in an explosion at an explosive factory in northwest Turkey. According to local media reports, the blast occurred in Palaskar province. A Russian cargo ship sank in the Mediterranean Sea between Spain and Algeria on Tuesday following an engine room explosion. 2 crew members are missing. 14 of the 16 crew members were rescued and taken to Spain. Francis Macron unveiled a new government on Monday. Former Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin has been appointed as the Justice Minister. Elizabeth Bourne returns to the government as Education Secretary, while Manuel Valls has been appointed as Overseas Minister. John Noel Barrett will remain as Foreign Secretary, while the right-winger Bruno Retailleau has been reappointed as the Interior Minister. Eric Lombard will head up the Economy Ministry, while Sebastian Lucono stays on in the Defence Ministry and Rashada Dahi as the Culture Minister. Island county in Polynesia, Tonga, has elected veteran politician Isaac Ewalu Ig as Prime Minister by secret ballot in Parliament on Tuesday, securing 16 votes to his opponent's Williami Latu's 8. South Korea's opposition plans to impeach acting President Han sue in protest at the interim leader's refusal to sign into law special bills to investigate his impeached predecessor. Mozambique's highest court confirmed the ruling party Frelimo's victory on Monday in a disputed October vote after allegations of rigging triggered weeks of deadly street clashes. After the election results were released, Mozambique has been gripped by violent clashes all over, with at least 130 people killed. The ruling party Frelimo's victory has sparked massive protests by opposition groups who say the vote was rigged. The suspect accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, Luigi Mingione, has pleaded not guilty on Monday to New York State murder and terrorism charges. The United States, United Kingdom and European Union on Monday criticized Pakistan's military courts for sentencing 25 civilians in connection with attacks on military facilities following the 2023 arrest of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. El Salvador's Congress has approved a bill that reintroduces metallic mining, overturning a ban imposed in 2017. Activists and local residents are concerned that mining could pollute the Lempa River that supplies water to much of the capital, San Salvador, and surrounding areas. Amid a cholera outbreak in Myanmar's Maiwadi province, Thai authorities have heightened border surveillance to contain the spread. Over 300 people have been infected, with 2 deaths reported. We are heading for a short break. We'll be right back.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. Let's continue. One of the world's most active volcanoes sprang into life again on Monday, spewing columns of lava 260 feet above. The lava illuminated the night sky, forcing local authorities to issue warnings for people to stay indoors due to the risk of ash inhalation and falling debris. Iraqi authorities on Monday announced that the energy-rich country would eliminate the polluting practice of gas flaring up by the end of 2027. Iraq is considered by the United Nations to be one of the 5 countries most vulnerable to some impacts of climate change. Japan experienced a significant snowstorm with heavy snowfall affecting many regions across the country. At least 7.9 inches of snow fell on many parts, with some areas receiving up to 78.7 inches. Heavy snowfall transformed the French Alps into a winter wonderland. The heavy snow has created perfect skiing conditions, with powdery snow blanketing the slopes and enhancing the festive atmosphere. The picturesque capital of India's Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, transformed into a winter wonderland as light snowfall blanketed the Queen of Hills in pristine white. Tourists flocked to the town's scenic spots to enjoy the mesmerizing views and the joy of experiencing falling snow. Heavy snowfall in India's Manali towns left several vehicles stuck and tourists stranded in their vehicles for hours. Around 1,000 vehicles were stuck in a long traffic jam between Solang and Atal Tunnel, Rohtang. In Kashmir and other higher altitude regions of India, freezing temperatures have caused water pipes to freeze and disrupted hydropower generation due to snow-fed rivers turning into ice. In India's national capital, Delhi, a thin layer of fog covered parts of the region this morning as the minimum temperatures dropped to 7 degrees Celsius. Rajasthan's Ajmer city witnessed a minimum temperature of 11 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy skies and haze. Indian Meteorological Department predicts thunderstorms with rain in the city on 26th and 27th of December. Disaster hit Vanuatu was hit by a second earthquake of 7.3 magnitude on Tuesday. The region was hit by 6.1 magnitude during early hours on Sunday. International efforts have been stepped up to aid the ongoing relief and recovery operation. Santa Claus departed on his sleigh from his hometown on the Arctic Circle. He greeted the crowd that had gathered in Santa Claus village in Rovaniemi in northern Finland. Wishing everyone present and those viewing the live stream online a Merry Christmas, Santa set off in his reindeer-driven sleigh, waving to the crowd as he left. Christmas decorations adorn streets in Cairo during the holiday season, with many Egyptians hopeful of a better new year. In Cairo, families gathered to admire vibrant decorations in front of buildings and storefronts as they shop for Christmas and New Year. Christmas is the busiest time of the year for the toy fixer. Throughout the year, toys donated to the Save Moms Associations are carefully inspected by volunteers to determine if they can be repaired and then sent to Paseli's workshop. A retired aviation technician, Paseli has been a devoted volunteer with Selbamam for many years. Using his craftsmanship, he's repaired thousands of toys, fixing gears, stitching and repainting to bring joy to the children. Surprising and delighting children who have to spend the holidays in hospital. Cavers dressed up as Santas descended from the roof of a Zagreb hospital downwards and inside. According to the organizers, around 500 gifts were delivered by 50 volunteers at 4 locations, 3 in Croatia's capital Zagreb and 1 in the town of Kakovic in northern Croatia. Scuba divers from local club Amphora traditionally decorate the Christmas tree at the bottom of the Lake of Ore. Divers wish New Year greetings to all the citizens of North Macedonia and dedicated the event to the children with rare diseases. The Christmas tree can be seen until January next year. Ocean Park prepared presents for the national treasures to celebrate Panda First Christmas in Hong Kong. Ocean Park staff gifted the pair with a panda-themed pumpkin, ice blocks and bamboo snacks as part of their Christmas meal. Tourists flocked to Luopu's Krudwang National Park after it reopened with a safety training course for the visitors after a fatal elephant attack. More than 300 people had attended the training course that focused on maintaining safety and learning how to cope with the elephant attacks. A rare 500-year-old wooden shoe has been unearthed in Alkmaar, the Netherlands, adding a new dimension to the understanding of historical Dutch footwear. The discovery of wooden shoe made in a cesspit used between 1450 and 1558 challenges the perception that wooden shoes were primarily used by farmers. A large crowd of visitors gathered at a shrine in Osaka for an unusual end-of-year ritual to laugh away the year's bad memories. The ceremony is also a way for the participants to wish for good luck in the upcoming year and is rooted in the Japanese myth that the gods danced and laughed as a way to entice the sun goddess out of a cave. North Korea hosted a fashion exhibition in Pyongyang. Visitors could be seen looking around racks of winter jackets and other clothing items at Garment Exhibition 2024 inside Okryu Exhibition House. According to the officials, training course for officials, technicians and experts in the field of clothing items production took place during the exhibition as well. Netflix drops teaser for limited series 0 Day starring Robert De Niro. After delivering the Oscar-winning film Oppenheimer, filmmaker Christopher Nolan has begun work on his next project, The Odyssey. The film will be an adaptation of ancient Greek poet Homer's epic. OTT giant Prime Video has just released the teaser for the upcoming action film Subedar, starring veteran actor Anil Kapoor. The highly anticipated action thriller Baby John starring Varun Dhawan is all set to release on December the 25th. Leveraging the Christmas holiday, the film is poised for a grand opening. Vetrimaran's Tamil action crime drama Viduthalai Part 2 witnessed the inevitable dip in earnings on the first day of its release. On day 4, the film's earning fell to 2.15 crore Indian rupees. Cricket Australia said on Tuesday that Australia's Sam Constance will make his debut in the 4th Test against India at Melbourne Cricket Ground. 19-year-old Sam Constance is said to become the youngest Australian Test debutant since 18-year-old Pat Cummins at Johannesburg in 2011. Australian coach Andrew McDonald said Travis Head's participation is still not certain in fourth test, but he's confident that the batter will make the cut. The second India versus West Indies one-day international is underway in Vadodara. India leads the series by 1-0 currently. The England and Wales Cricket Board has said that Test captain Ben Stokes will be sidelined for at least 3 months after a test revealed a torn left hamstring. The Women's Selection Committee have announced India's squad for the upcoming ICC Under-19 Women's T20 Cricket World Cup next year, which will be held in Malaysia from 18th January. Nikki Prasad will lead India's Under-19 squad at the T20 Cricket World Cup, while Sanika Chalke will be the vice-captain in the upcoming tournament. World Championship of Legends T20 League has announced its much-anticipated Season 2. The tournament is scheduled to take place from 18th of July till the 2nd of August. Indian chess grandmaster Arjuna Rigaisi is all set to participate at the upcoming World Rapid and Blitz Championship in New York, starting 26th of December. India's Sairaj Pardeshi bagged 1 gold and 2 silver medals at the Asian Youth and Junior Weightlifting Championship in Doha, Qatar. FIFA implemented interim changes to its transfer regulations following a European Court of Justice ruling favouring former French footballer Lassana Diarra. Inter Milan battled past Como by 2-0 on Monday to stretch their unbeaten run in Serie A to 11 games. Arsenal forward Bukayo Saka will be out for many weeks after suffering a hamstring injury during the Premier League victory at Crystal Palace. Birmingham City edged past Crawley Town by 1-0 to move at the top of League One points table. Pro Kabaddi League all set to create history by taking electrifying sport of Kabaddi to Australia with the highly anticipated PKL Melbourne raid. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.